you need to rest.
Yes,
like
man.
My husband said, man. Who else we got here? Oh, Derek Dixon, 3D Productions is in the building.
Nice, nice.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, that you talk about support. He is another example of support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not only does he put on amazing productions himself, plays, books, fashion shows.
Saw your short film, man. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't say that about too much stuff, but it was I could digest it ocularly, I guess, like a lot of stuff. Listen, from
first of all, we need a dictionary, sir.
No, you see a lot of stuff come up from Baltimore, and I don't put no shame on people who are trying to do things and better their lives doing, you know, finding themselves in the arts. And but you know, a lot of times when you're starting, your stuff just doesn't look that great. And so I just wanted to say I was able to look at that thing and not say that it doesn't look that great. It looked pretty good to me. It was really good.
Awesome. And so, you know, and
Elwood, hilarious brother.
He is a trip. And all the actors. And then I saw you, Derek, you did a cameo appearance in your your film. I love it. So yeah, shout out to Derek. Thank you so much. You are definitely he's a wonderful example of support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you have somebody like him in your corner, please always celebrate them.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Who else we got? We got Lisa. Hey, Lisa Rigby from Keys of Faith Ministry.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Wonder Twin. We call each other Wonder Twin because we have a lot in common. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Lisa. Who else we have on? Oh, my girl A Michelle. Hey, A Michelle, what's going on? That's another one of my good girlfriends, and she's an excellent example of support.
Nice.
And she just shows so much, you know, support and inspiration, and I'm just really happy to be connected. Who else we got? Oh, Elder Gloria. Hey, Elder Gloria.
Hey, Elder Gloria.
Okay, who else we have? We got a few people. So go ahead. I'm going to ask you to share this. Nate is on.
Nate
in the other room.
In the other room, next door, in the office.
Like he's like literally, yeah. Who else do we have? Yep. So we got our fam that's in the building. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you did not know, this is our 3-year anniversary celebration. I say the kickoff, and my husband is waving a flag or waving
Africa.
That is not no Africa.
So what is this?
That's the Jamaican flag.
The same thing.
Oh,
what is it? Yeah, it is.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They're not even in the same continent.
They something like the same thing.
No, they're not on the same.
It's black people on both, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
then.
the thing that is
okay. Then that's then we all from the same mother land. Same motherland, okay? Jamaican, Africa, all same people.
You all get to see firsthand the fun that we have in our house, just laughing and having a good time. We're about to take a commercial break in a moment, but again, I want to thank everybody for your support over these 3 years, and we just gained so many connections over the years, and I'm so grateful. And the show is international now.
Yeah, it is.
With partners in the UK and Australia, and it's going to continue to grow. So I want to thank you all for your support and just hanging in there with us over the 3 years. Please keep Blizzard in prayer. He'll be back with us shortly, but we need to allow him to have that time to heal and do what he needs to do, because that's what matters. Your well-being and your health, more than anything else. That's what matters, folks. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right, so we're getting ready to take a commercial break. When we come back, a few announcements, and then we're going to dive into our conversations for tonight.
All right.
Get your questions ready, y'all. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on the award-winning station, BeExposedRadio.com. Hey.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the how
much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're
then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic, and my very special guest co-host, Titus Burrell / my boo / my husband / the father of my children / director, producer, editor, curator.
You make me feel so good about myself. Let me just say that. You make me feel so good.
That's my job. You know, we were laughing too because a while back we saw this post on social media. You know, social media is notorious for posting silly stuff. And it was this picture of who was it? Not Macho.
Yeah, it was Macho Man. Macho Man. Yes, it was.
Okay, and so Macho Man was like up on this platform.
Right.
And I guess it was his woman, and she had her arms up like this, and she's like, and the caption said, when you celebrating.
When you celebrate your man for doing like the menial things in the house, like
taking the trash out
that they supposed to do.
You gotta make them
feel like God.
So, but that's
took out the trash that you've been asking me to do for 3 months.
Ta-da!
You need to thank me.
Yeah, so but that's my job. We're supposed to boost each other.
Yeah.
Nobody else does it. Who else want to do it?
No. You're right about that.
I'm just saying, thank you everybody who is tuned in. If you did not know, we are celebrating the Be Inspired Radio Show. That is 3 years of being on air.
3 years.
Thank you. I'm telling you, thank you. Now it's my time to be celebrated. I appreciate that.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And that probably be the only one of those I can get. Although my celebrates.
You cook salmon and vegetables tonight.
Thanks a lot, babe. But yes, so 3 years, if you didn't know, a lot of different transitions over the years, but I'm grateful. I'm telling you, transitions even leading up to this day right here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, over the past couple of days, it just seems like stuff was just being poured on. Just thing after thing after thing was happening. And a lot of times those types of things happen to get you off course, off focus, distracted, confused, and that's exactly how I was feeling. Like, what in the world is going on? It was like attacks out of nowhere. But then when I realized all the positivity, all the wonderful things we're doing, first of all, as a team, my husband and I, what the Be Inspired Radio Show is doing to inspire people, provide a platform for different ones to come on and showcase what it is that they're doing. Of course the enemy is going to try to distract and throw a wrench into it, a monkey wrench into it. But I'm grateful. I'm gonna tell you, I'm so grateful that we lasted the 3 years. There are a lot of shows that can't say that.
There are a lot of people that started with this show and are not here anymore, and it's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It's not a blessing. It's easy to just go into our flesh and say, "Hey, man, I made it. I outlasted all." No, it was a blessing,
right?
Because you could have quit too.
Yeah,
you know, it could have not been your calling, but it was.
Yeah.
You know, and you kept on going, and you plowed through and continued to grow.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. Oh, they have it. Okay. But trust me, there have been times that I've wanted to give up. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. But then I thought about the people, because that's what drives me. Doing things for the people, helping people, being able to provide a platform. Because a lot of times it's hard for people to get on large platforms. And let me tell you, this is no small small potato here.
Yeah.
This show is awesome. This station is awesome. But go ahead. No,
I was gonna say I think the part that keeps people's platforms from being able to last is getting out of yourself, like how to get yourself ahead. Like when you start figuring out how to use your platform for other people, that allows for longevity.
Yes.
You know, when you're not doing things for people and doing stuff for self, you know, people get tired of you real quick. But you know, as you continue to put people on the platform and giving them a voice and allowing them to get exposure, you know, they're, you know, maybe like 1% of the people that follow them start following you, and that's how you continue to grow. But it's not about, but you have to get out of you have to make sure that, you know, you are also figuring out ways to use your platform to help people, and that's what you've been able to do for the last 3 years. And you know, you have to count that to, you know, to your longevity.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, because what I do is because I care about the people. I care about just helping people to grow, to be better, to inspire. That's why the show is called Be Inspired. Because that's my purpose in life. If I don't know anything else, I know my purpose is to inspire. And I know that the devil would love to distract me, and get me off course, and make me
get you isolated and
I refuse to do that. I've been through too much. We've been through too much to lose that ability to inspire someone, encourage someone. You know, if I've gone through it, I'm going to encourage you so that you don't have to go through the same thing I went through. Or if you're going through it, I'll be able to help you over. That's what it's about. You know, I got to give a couple read some of the couple comments that we had. First of all, shout out to Reese. And you know he's being silly. He on here talking about he said much love to you guys, which we appreciate. Happy anniversary. And then he said tell Titus to sit up straight, got his back all slouched.
It's the chair. It got like a bend in it, like right in the front.
Yeah,
I'm trying to lean towards the mic.
Right, exactly.
If I sit up straight, I'm like this. I'm up under the table.
Moving like this. It does. The chair does kind of make you slouch. Okay, let me give one more shout out because we got to go to commercial break. Kadisha, my sister Kadisha Carroll, thank you so much. She is watching and she said, hey Burrells, blessing to see y'all together. Thank you all for the encouragement. Mama Z said the show has been a blessing in her life. We appreciate you, Mama Z. Of course, you know she keep us laced with candies and goodies too. You know, that's always a plus. You know, mamas know how to keep you together, don't they? All right, family, so we're getting ready to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get right into our conversation. This is our 3-year anniversary show. We're going to be celebrating all month long. We appreciate you, but we need you to stay tuned because the show is not over. This is the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Well, I was supposed to say that with you.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello family, TGIW, welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. And I have another special guest. So if you did not know, first let me back up and say this is the 3-year anniversary of the Be Inspired Radio Show. All month long, all July long, we're going to be celebrating, and this is the kickoff. And I have my entire family here. So before you saw my husband, who will be coming back into the studio, but now I have my other heartbeat here. My handsome, talented, intelligent, just all around wonderful kid, my son Nathaniel Burrell, who likes to be called Nate. So I'll say Nate.
Hi people of the world who watches Be Exposed Radio. I'm just grateful that I'm in here right now, and I'm with my mother. Hallelujah. And one day I do want to be a part of Be Exposed Radio Show one day.
Awesome. See, train up a child in the way that they should go. Nathaniel you're natural though, Nathaniel.
Yes, I am.
You are. And you're awesome. You do videos and stuff at home, don't you? Mm-hmm. What kind of videos do you do at home?
Well, I do vlogs most of the times. Mm-hmm. But then I'm gonna probably delete the channel I have, and I'm gonna make a gaming video. I guess, yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. But the most part I'm excited about is when I grow up and be a host of Be Exposed Radio Show.
Yeah. Yes, you're gonna have your own show, son. You're gonna have your own business. I admire your confidence. You are a very confident young man, and I love that about you. And I don't want you to ever lose that, son. Okay? And you are awesome support to your mommy. Thank you. You're always cheerleading me on and supporting me, and I thank you for that. And if you didn't know, he's quite the athlete too. Oh yes. What's your favorite sport, Nathaniel?
Football, basketball, and baseball.
Mm-hmm. Which one do you like the most though?
All of them, but if I had to pick the one that I think I never give up on all of them, but the thing I don't give up on when I'm
passionate about.
Yeah, baseball. I have to say baseball because every time I get striked out, I don't say nothing about it. I just have to be confident about it. And all you kids out there, if y'all are passionate about a sport that y'all like, and y'all keep on getting striked out or keep on getting tackled, fumbling the ball, or not making shots in basketball, don't give up. It's easy as that.
That's right, son. Don't give up. That's what I'm talking about. From my son's mouth to your ears, do not give up. This kid, I'm telling you, he is taking off. Don't be surprised if you see him on the radio with his own show and with his own TV show. He's a natural. It runs in the family. What can I say? Okay, so husband is here too. Come on in. Yeah, you can just sit right there, babe. I have the whole family here with me tonight. They're helping me to celebrate 3 years on the Be Inspired radio show. And to me, what better way to celebrate than with the people who are supporting you all the time? This is my circle right here. This is my squad. Yeah. My daughter is out there in the hallway. We'll bring her in later. Oh, cause that's Princess Lily, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
She likes the She likes to pretend to work. I think she's gonna be a lawyer one day.
Yeah. Go ahead and speak, son.
Get her own business and stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna work for it. I'm gonna actually be a part of it.
Yes. That's awesome. You know what, Nathaniel? I appreciate hearing you say that because, you know, I think that's Lily. Let's bring Lily into the party. Let's just bring her in. But I appreciate you saying that, Nathaniel, because, you know, Daddy and I. Come on in. We teach our children to support each other.
No, that's that.
And have each other's back. Lily, come sit right here for me. Yes, there we go. And this is Princess Lily. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
We have the whole squad. And then there's Nate. He's the other family member. Oh yeah, I didn't bring any cupcakes for our celebration this time. Maybe next week, Nate. Maybe next week.
I'll hold you for that.
But I have my beautiful daughter Lily here.
Hi guys.
My handsome son Nathaniel and my awesome husband Titus. The whole gang. This is my squad, y'all.
This is it.
There you have it. Go ahead, Nathaniel. Speak your mind, son. Speak your mind.
I just want to say that. I admire all the kids. I admire all the kids who never quit. Don't quit on things you love, or don't quit on stuff that every time you what I said, every time you miss a shot, every time you fumble the ball, or it's a show stand like that. It's just don't give up. Be the one.
Yes. Be the one.
Be the one.
I like that. Be the one. Wait a minute. We're going to have to coin that phrase, son.
Be the one.
I appreciate it. So much wisdom from you. So much wisdom. But you know what?
And all those princesses out there, I hope they wish for all the things they really need, and all the homeless out there, I hope they actually get what they actually need. Because every week my mom goes to feed the homeless, and I would pray for those homeless people if they're out and drinking whatever. And I would just pray for them that they will do that again.
Thank you so much. I'm about to cry. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all are making me so proud. You know, because it's when you're parenting, for all you parents out there, you know, your greatest joy is to see your children. I am about to cry because these are my hearts. These are my girls. If you don't know, you know, I went through a lot to bring these babies into the world, and you know, the doctors thought I wouldn't be able to have any children, and I went through some major surgery and, you know, suffered a lot of pain in my body. And the very first child that I got pregnant with, I lost, you know, but then God blessed me double for my trouble and gave me these two beautiful children. And it just makes my heart proud to hear them speak in the wisdom that comes out of their mouth. That is nothing but God. I'm telling you, that is nothing but God. That's a testament to the goodness of the Lord and how he will keep his promises concerning you. You know, when I was a little girl, God promised me that I would be fertile, that I would be fruitful. You know, and my husband helped me to realize that meant more ways than one. You know, in my life, I would be prosperous. But then he blessed me with 2 beautiful children. And they are so wise and so smart and intelligent. So I love y'all very much. I thank y'all for y'all support. I'm gonna cry. This is how I've been able to get through 3 years. Because I get to go home. Thank you, Kadisha. She said, "Cry, baby."
Let's get into the comments.
Oh yes, you want me to go to the comments? Okay.
Let's get to them comments.
Okay, Miss Kadisha, y'all know Miss Kadisha. She said, "You better go, boy. You better go." Oh my beautiful. Oh my, so beautiful, talented. This is what they're saying about y'all. Because you all are. You really, really are.
What about you? Did she say about you?
Oh yeah, they congratulated.
Thank you guys.
3 years on the show.
Thank you very much.
What's on your mind, son? X.
It's the mommy show.
Okay.
Trying to talk about sports.
Oh my. Well, I mean, you know, this is a 3-year anniversary show. So.
It really is, guys. I hope you guys have.
Don't touch the bottom of the mic.
Huh?
Yeah, you can just talk into it like this, hands free, like that.
Okay.
They can hear you very clearly. Lily, tell everybody about yourself. Tell them who Lily the Princess is.
Well, actually, when I grow up, I always wanted to be a doctor.
Talking to the mic.
And I always wanted to be a nurse. And for once and for all, I always wanted to be a YouTuber.
A YouTuber? Okay, yeah. You definitely have the personality. I'm just saying.
And I also want to have a phone so I can do selfies. And
Lily is the princess of selfies. My whole phone right now has nothing but videos and selfies from my beautiful princess Lily. I went through my phone the other day. I was like, what in the world?
I'm really sorry, Mommy.
It's okay, baby.
But it has to be done.
Okay. I get
it. Really does.
Yes, but there you go. Go for it, babe.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here goes nothing. So, everybody.
Go for it. I encourage you. Go for it. You can talk about sports and things, and you have your dad here, so y'all can definitely do that. You should. So this, you'll get to see what they do in the house. Everybody, it's the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
Go for it.
This dude is a Knicks fan, and he says that Kevin Knox is gonna be nice in the NBA. Now I think he's gonna be nice, but. Y'all heard when LeBron James, Lance Stevens, Rajon Rondo, and other couple of people went to the Lakers. He like LeBron. He's LeBron's fan.
Who's LeBron's fan?
You.
Who, me?
Daddy is.
He used to be a LeBron fan.
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan.
He's
He's still a
Fairweather fan.
No.
But he likes the Knicks, though.
I'm still cheering for LeBron, but I can't root for the Lakers. Okay.
Okay.
I can't root for the Lakers. I'm still from the east side of the United States. Okay. I'm still from the East Coast. I'm partial
but wait
to the East Coast.
But wait a second.
I thought I would be able to cheer for the Lakers, but it just can't happen.
Wait a second. But the Lakers are becoming a dynasty. And the Warriors are becoming
all I'm saying is Kevin Knox next to Kristaps Porzingis And if Kyrie Irving and Butler go to the Knicks next year,
that's the dynasty too.
That's it.
It's not
they're gonna lock up the East.
No,
they're gonna lock up the East.
They're gonna lock up the East, but not the West.
Oh my God!
Cause you know,
is this about family?
Cause you know,
it's not about family. But mommy opened this door, and Nathaniel is willingly walking through.
Okay, so only for this segment.
For this segment only.
This segment you can talk about
sports.
Because his mind is all creating sports.
Oh, let me read some of these comments though. Let me read some of the comments. So we have Miss Kadisha. She said, "Well spoken, Lily. Very proud of you when you were telling about yourself."
Thank you. I'm very clever. So thank you for those people who do not take Ms. Stuff.
I don't know what she's talking about.
So this is my Mexican voice.
Your Mexican voice?
I speak Chinese. And leave a comment below if you like Steph Curry and LeBron James.
Okay.
Steph Curry, LeBron James.
We get anybody who says that. No. Okay, look. Okay. Y'all making me.
You opened the door. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, the princesses should know that sports is not about princesses. It's about having fun and nothing to worry about.
Can we just look at the? Can we just
having fun and just having Chinese in your throat? Punch this. English I just don't put some spinach in it.
Okay, can we just look
Not talking about anything.
Can we just look at the
it's the Burrell kids take over the BSR radio show. We are currently losing control of the show. We have no control over what's happening.
Can we look at the comments of who like Steph Curry?
Come on, guys.
Okay, nobody said that they liked Steph Curry or LeBron James right now. That's good. But they did say, Miss Kadisha also said, you two will be what you set your heart to do. Can't wait to see both of your future.
Oh my!
Thank you.
Will be true. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Lakeisha, you remember Miss Lakeisha, who has her show, right? She said, "Truth telling, Lily."
Oh, thank you very much. I love that.
The Lord will bless Lily.
Lord bless me, guys.
Yes. Speak, son.
I want to be a boss for my own place.
I want to do whatever I want.
What I want to do is create a dynasty in football and basketball.
So you want to own a football and a basketball team?
Yes.
Awesome.
You can do it, son.
And the thing is, I'm a recreate the Seattle Supersonics.
And we have to go to break.
Okay,
let's go to break. Let's have to break so we can eat.
Okay.
Not that kind of break.
All right. Okay. I gotta get control of the show. We gotta take a break, you guys. When we come back, more with the Burrell family on the 3-year anniversary of the Be Inspired radio show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Boy.
Hey!
Peace out, guys. This was over.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
Within our community, we got to look at ourselves and love.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
The Inspired Radio Show. Tune in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
I'll give you an example of mine, and this is real simple, but I know I'm not the only one that this happened to. So I went to Target last night, and I'm shopping. I'm just filling my cart with this and that. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, a little Christmas gift right there. Get to the register. They ringing it all up, and they say, "Ma'am, your total is blah, blah, blah. I open my wallet, I go in my wallet, and my debit card is not in there. I was caught slipping, y'all. I was caught slipping. Oh, my wonderful merchandise, I had to leave there at the store because I was caught slipping. I didn't have my card. Now, I know I'm not the only one that has happened to, for sure. Alright, so
before I walk into places I check, I'd be like, hold on, before I go in and touch anything, let me just...
I know. I probably will do that now. I probably, hopefully.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're ready.
2, 1. TGIW, everybody. We're on air. Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com, the 3-year anniversary of the Be Inspired Radio Show.
Welcome to the Burrell family, y'all.
And there you have it.
We have the squad right here. We have the squad. We had the big squad. We have the squad right here. We had the pretty, fancy, and amazing, beautiful Lily the Princess here. So, say hi, y'all. KK. Okay, it's back to Miss Be Exposed.
Miss Be Inspired.
Miss Be Inspired. I'm sure. Yes, welcome back. Okay, Miss Be Inspired.
Miss Be Inspired.
I know. I'm just copying that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's time for Miss Be Inspired to start. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Y'all sure? Y'all are doing so well. Y'all took control of the whole show. Okay, me and Daddy just hanging out.
We just watching.
So today, we would like to do y'all's makeup. So come on, get your makeup stuff on. And today we need y'all.
Hello.
Go ahead, put your makeup on and do this to the mirror.
Can they see you, Lily? I don't know if they can.
No, they can't. Yes, they can. So
the camera's not on. There it is. There's Lily.
Hey y'all.
Say hello. Say hi. Wave so they.
Hey y'all.
The cameras are that way.
I can't even get a word.
All right, Nathaniel, it's your turn, brother. What's going on? What's on your mind? Speak your mind.
It's not about sports.
Okay.
A, speak the Lord. Okay, here you go. Comments below. Have you ever had a child who never gave up on their dream of being a person they wanted to be? Or following that person's footsteps?
Nice.
I learned that from Daddy.
Hey, I got something. I have something.
Shout out to Daddy.
I have something.
So yes, have you? Wait a minute. We gotta hold on. Give me 1 second, Lilo, because I'm gonna ask that question. So, have you had a child, or you yourself? I'll say, you know, have been in a place where you haven't given up on your dream, or did you have a child? Do you have a child who you've seen not give up on their dream?
Hey, I know.
And what else? What was the other part? And then they found someone that they admired and they followed in their footsteps.
Yep.
Okay.
That's this young man's question. Okay, now Lily, you.
I've learned from Grandma's house that
that's a movie, by the way.
Actually, that when someone's trying to say there's no right way or there's no easy way, don't accept that, because that's not actually right. The truth is that
Take your time. Yeah.
That the truth is that don't follow.
You have to talk into the mic, Lilo.
Don't follow the person who is trying to make you steal or get you in trouble. Cause if you keep on following that, you'll be the one who'll be going to jail with the other person.
Very good.
So if someone says, like, if someone that's your friend and it's not your family, and then they ask you that if they're your family,
take your time
and stuff like that, then after that, if you follow the person's footsteps into the bad situation, then you will be getting in trouble in your real life, and then you'll be staying in jail for 17 years.
17 years?
17 years? I haven't got a word in. Lily's been talking the whole time. I need a word.
And also,
I need a word.
And also,
what kind of word you gonna give us? What kind of word? All right, we heard your 17 years. We heard your 17 years.
So y'all go back and forth, okay? So Nathaniel gets a chance, and then you'll get a chance again, okay? That's how we'll do it. So let him go ahead and speak. Go ahead.
Some comedy. I want to do some comedy. I wish we had something and put on some comedy to laugh at.
Some comedy?
I wish I heard Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart? Okay. He's pretty funny. I think you have to turn that down. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Kevin Hart is pretty funny.
But let me tell y'all something. My dad and my mom went to Miami. And have y'all talked about it?
We haven't talked about going to Miami.
Want to talk about that?
Okay. So my mom and my dad were at Miami, and they went to see, what's it called? Was it comedy?
We went to see a comedy show. Yeah. Okay. So let me fill everybody in, and then you can finish your comments. So my husband and I, Titus, we went to the American Black Film Festival in Miami a few weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. We came back June 17th.
June 17th. Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And we had the privilege to see several exclusive movies while we were there.
Yeah.
We were able to see an awesome comedy competition, which my girl, shout out to Rita Brent, and I will tag you in this. I actually got a chance to meet her face to face. I've been told several times that we favor each other.
She was amazing.
But she was flat out hilarious. There were a lot of other ones there too that were funny, but shout out to her because we are friends on Facebook. But we had a chance to see that. We got to meet a couple of celebrities, and so there you go, Nathaniel.
Okay, and when they went to a beach, it was this buff, I guess, black man who would let people come in. And I heard it.
I was gonna say let Daddy tell us. Well, go ahead. No, you go ahead and tell us.
He was a black buff man, and he was at, do you have like a pass?
A room card?
A room card. Do you have a room card so you can get in the beach? He said, and those two said no. And so then the black man said, well, come in.
And the Lord favored us on that day.
And then when they went in, it was all ink in there. It looked like ink in there. That's what
you mean, inkwell?
Inkwell.
It looked like an inkwell.
Yeah, it looked like.
It seemed like a modern day inkwell. And so what an inkwell is it's like it's how to describe the place where there was prosperous black people that were the main groups of people at that beach, so they called it an inkwell.
Okay, go ahead, Lily. Let Lily get a comment. Go ahead.
And so I've
speaking to the mic, Lily.
I've had an idea of myself because I've wanted to do this all my life. I've wanted to have a job, and I want to do an essay, and I want to make my life a better place. And
very good.
And also, I want to be a serious, happy person that does not be rude to other people. And when I say that, for real, when I say that, when I say that, it feels like the power is coming from my heart.
Yes, excellent. Very well said. Okay, Nathaniel, your turn.
Okay, what's up, people? Y'all probably can't hear my voice as well, but I just changed my voice. Okay, so you gonna do? I can't do it real well, but I think I can do some comedy up in here. So it's gonna be a worse, man. I can't do it. my face is stuck up like this. I can't do it no more. Let's see.
You look just like your dad right now.
Okay, so if y'all haven't noticed, I am a 96 overall in real life.
Okay, so explain that. What does that mean, son? You said 96 overall in life. What does that mean?
That means that I'm really good at stuff.
You're really good at?
I'm really good at stuff if I'm a 96 overall. And I just found that out because 2K blessed me with the help. And so I was 96 overall. But all those kids out there who play Fortnite, play 2K, play any game, just don't stay in there for a long time, because my mom and my dad don't like me staying in the game so long because I rage hard. I rage a lot. And there was a time, I think it was yesterday probably, no, 2 days ago, and mom and my dad were downstairs, and they were listening to me, and it sounded like I was speaking in tongues.
Did you hear me say that?
We were in the room actually. No, I actually told him. So what happened was, because him and I were watching his favorite YouTubers on TV, and so one of the YouTubers had two little boys on there, and they were quote unquote raging. So raging is like when you get really upset when you're on the video game. And I said, Nathaniel, I said, is that what it? I said, that's exactly what you do. Is that what that's called, raging or whatever? And he said, yeah. I said, well, the other day me and Daddy were in the room and we heard you on the game, and you were like, ooh,
right. And I got up, stopped mid conversation. I was like, wait a minute. I thought the boy was in the room praying and speaking in tongues. And I opened the door and I heard you fussing at the video. I was like, oh, he just playing the video game. I said, babe, I thought he was praying.
Oh, because if he had
I thought praying, the Holy Ghost had got the boy. The whole house was about to stop.
But the thing about it is, we do teach our children to love God, to worship God, to pray, and they do understand it, and they see us do that too. So it wouldn't be uncommon if we saw them doing that, and they have done that before. They both prayed. I remember Lily one morning, because every morning before we go to school, what do? We pray. We pray. And so Lily, she was the one who led in prayer, and she said the most beautiful, powerful prayer, to the point where me and my husband were just like, wow, that was. And so your children are paying attention. That's why it's important for you to set an example for them, a positive example. It's not to say that we're perfect, but we love our children, and we want to show them the very best and teach them the very best that we can, to the best of our ability, with the help of the Lord.
With the help of the Lord.
So
wait a minute, Lily has her hand up. Let Lily go. Go ahead, Lily.
I got the story. So I had to fix up my voice there.
Okay.
So I want to say is you can cry if you have something to pray about, or if you have something that is really important to you, or someone died in your family, because that's actually really the important thing I ever done in my life. Because I never cried in my life when I was even little, or when I was 6.
You never cried?
No,
You've never cried in your life?
I'm talking about
when someone
passes away. And
Now, are you saying you never cried when somebody passed away?
yeah, I'm saying that because
You cried for Grandma Dorothy a lot.
I know I never did that before.
Oh, okay.
She's saying that she never had that experience before.
Okay.
So
Because when I was
go ahead.
6 years old, like we always used to see Grandma Dorothy when I was at Grandma Lisa's house. And we always just go down the street and go to Grandma Dorothy's house.
Okay, that's the tradition.
Yeah.
And also,
Give her one more chance, son. Go ahead.
and also, I cried when she died, and when I cried, I felt the spirit touch my soul.
I felt like that was a Trump moment. That was a Trump moment. No, you remember when? No, you remember when we were watching him give that speech?
What?
What's the speech? It was. What's the speech you do after the inauguration? And it's like a month after the inauguration, a month or two after the inauguration.
After the inauguration.
Yeah, and you do it in front, and the president does it in front of the House. It's called something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but every time he made a point, he would stop to wait for the applause. State of the Union address.
I do.
And so, yeah, and so every time he said something and he felt like he was supposed to stop and let them applaud, that's what he did. So when she said it, she said, "And it touched my soul." And he said, "Ta-da!"
Oh my gosh, you are so right. That State of the Union address was.
Yeah, it was trash.
It was. I was going to say something a little light. I was going to say it was quite interesting.
Yes.
But every time he thought he said something profound, he paused and waited for the audience to applaud.
Yeah.
It was the most hilarious thing. It was like
awkward.
He had that in his notes, like pause right here.
And then I ate the Cheetos. And then we shut down McDonald's. And then I ate a burger. And then me and Kim Jong-un shook hands. And I was like, what? I was like, this is set up. Like, this is not legit at all.
It was on his note cards, the infamous note cards. It was on the note cards. Pause here. Wait for applause. Okay, Golden Daniel.
Are y'all think what I'm thinking?
No. Tell me what you're thinking.
For all the blacks, I forgot what this was, but
Blacks United flag. I think that's what Nicole said.
Black United flag.
Yes. There's a lot of history with our people. We teach our children to be proud of who they are, basically.
Absolutely.
We teach them not to discriminate against others, though, because we have love in our heart. Because we are men and women of God. The first thing we're driven by is the love of God.
Yeah.
So we teach them not to discriminate or treat anybody bad, but we also teach them to be proud of who they are and to love their beautiful brown skin and appreciate the way that God made them. Right? Okay, go ahead and think.
We are famous for Be Exposed radio show.
Be Inspired.
Be Inspired radio show. And my dad's films. And that's why we're famous. But we're not at that level, that famous level. We don't have to be famous to have all these subscribers and viewers and likes. And if there's more thumbs down than thumbs up, we will take it. We'll take it then.
That's right.
We'll take your thumbs down.
We'll take your thumbs down.
Let me tell you, there are times when I only have 2 viewers. You think that stops me? You think that stops me from coming in
I
here?
had 2 subscribers. Now I have 8 viewers.
See that?
I had 0 subscribers, and then I got 1 subscriber, and then I went back to 0 subscribers, and I went to 1,000 subscribers. Psych, I went to 10.
Like I said, there are times when I only wait a minute. Let mommy speak. There are times when I only have a handful, and I do mean a handful of people watching my show, but that doesn't stop me. I'm motivated because of the mission, which is I'm here to inspire, to encourage, to uplift, and that's what it's about for me. And so your focus has to be in the right place. And my husband said it best: when you're self-centered, when it's all about you, the longevity won't be there the way it needs to be. But when you make it about the people, others can appreciate it, and God will bless it. God will bless what it is that you're doing, because your heart and your intentions are in the right place.
Right.
He cares about the people. So why can't we or shouldn't we?
Yeah.
You know?
And we're supposed to be an extension of him.
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
Exactly. So, and our children, God, they're following that same thing. They care about people, you know, very, very caring children. That's why I don't let people label my children.
Yeah.
I don't let them label them with negative things. I don't let them falsely accuse my children. I'm saying that passionately because as parents and as the community, as adults, we're responsible for how we raise our children. The other day we went to the pool, and there were these 2 just well-rounded men, black men, who were in the pool with the kids, and they were playing with all the kids, and you could tell they had a passion for the kids. You know, and I just pray for the day when adults will step back up to the plate and take the responsibility for mentoring and raising our children in a way that will help them to be productive, positive adults. And so that's why I said I don't let people label my children, falsely accuse them, name call them. I teach them to stand up for themselves in a positive way, in an assertive way. You know. So yeah, there we go.
And also, this would be important.
Yes.
Don't let anyone discourage you.
That's right.
Because that would be a bad decision to do, and you would think about what you've done, and then they will tell your parents. So don't let other people discourage you or name call you what you said. And I also don't like when people actually cuss at other children when they actually do something wrong. When someone jumps into other people's business, like that's not right, cause like you could get name called and cussed at. And if you like actually do that, then you'll make other people cry. So that I want to say that all those people that do not like the way to respect other people, you should think about what you've done and what you're not supposed to do, and just think about happiness and gratefulness, because that's not actually a great thing to do if you discourage someone or name call.
Very good. Excellent, Lily.
And that's how you bring a pet with you.
Hold on. All right, cut. Cut. Nathaniel, your turn.
Help.
Cut.
Cut. And after that, they'll bite the person.
Oh no! Okay.
Then all of a sudden, it just turns into something else.
Yes. Okay.
You can't let people discourage you. But then the giraffe comes and swings its neck before it eats the branches. Like, what are we talking?
You did an excellent job.
Yes, thank you.
Give me 5.
Okay. This summer is a little bit fast. To me,
it is going by fast. I think you're right.
June was fast. I'm saying June was fast.
Yes,
Yeah, it did.
it was.
August throughout August, I think it was fast too. And then
So you can go through all the months. It's September. And then October.
Okay. That was good.
Good. That was good.
Okay, family.
Oh, and on July 20th, I just forgot. July 20th, we're going on.
Hey,
28.
wait,
July.
what are we talking about? What are we talking
Going on
about?
our vacation with Uncle Will and Kendra and my big sister. Haha.
Okay.
And then there's that.
And my sister Brittany, and she's the best in the world, and she helps me with my education. Thank you, Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my best sister.
Yes. Okay.
Cut.
I love it. Y'all are the best. We have a great family. Thank you, Lord.
We still
on the air. Y'all we haven't gone to commercial break yet.
Commercial break. Have a Kit Kat bar. Have a Kit Kat.
Okay.
I
don't think we can endorse actual products on the show unless they are sponsors on the show. If they are not, so you can say have a chocolate candy. You can say that, have a chocolate candy.
What's it called?
I want to talk, please.
Okay, Lily, your turn.
Hello, is this on? Okay, so, whoever wants a slime kit better make slime, okay? Because I want a slime kit and I want to make slime for real.
We did make slime. We attempted to make slime.
That was wiggly and never pokey.
Well, you said that it was fine once we were done making the slime. I thought we did a good job.
Turn your try to guess it on the comments. Turn your frown upside down.
McDonald's.
No, it's not McDonald's. It's Lionel's Plate.
Turn your frown upside down.
Oh yes.
No, turn your
Lionel's. No, it's Lionel Kid City.
Kid City. Yeah, that's what Kid City.
Kid City.
Y'all remember that?
Turn your frown upside down.
You can tell these kids have been raised.
Wait a minute, Uncle Timmy's on here. Uncle Timmy said, "Great example, guys."
Oh yeah, Uncle Timmy.
Mama Z said, "You have a beautiful family." Thank you, Mama Z. Appreciate that.
Who's Mama Z?
That is Blizzard's mom.
Oh my goodness!
I call her Mama Z.
Give a shout out to her.
Yeah. Okay.
Give her $10 million.
10 million. I wish she did have that kind of money to give
She
away.
deserves a big award card, and I think that Blizzard has a very pleasantly good morning. So
Good morning.
thank you for everything that you wanted.
All right, y'all. We got to go to commercial break. Y'all did amazing. Y'all running the show. Y'all realize that. Y'all are Kit Kat. Y'all are.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Be Exposed.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do. And I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from Sunset Soul Radio.
Just us as a people, I feel like you should not feel good about that. I'm not quite sure why you would feel happy. Like, that's the part I don't understand. Like, I can appreciate the women feeling like, they told their story and finally justice is going to be served, but I don't understand the feeling happy about it, or the thought that as a woman, which I've been hearing that a lot as I hear people talk about it, and I look at it on Facebook, and I've heard other radio stations speak on it. It's like you should as a woman feel vindicated, or you should be happy and proud, or you being a survivor of molestation, I know you should understand and be happy about it, pro Me Too. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, first of all, that I should feel any kind of way, and I don't find, that doesn't make me happy to see a man go to prison, especially at his age, and basically for the rest of his life, and dealing with the fact that, his own personal things, his daughter just died. Like, I can't be happy about that. Even if I feel justice is served, I can't be happy about it. I would just say nothing. I would just feel like, okay, we won, justice is served, and that it will be the end of in my opinion, my emotion. But the thing that bothered me is today, he had, after the verdict, he had an outburst. And the prosecutors...
Sunset Soul Radio, Thursdays from 7 to 9, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show, the Be Inspired Radio Show, right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. And I want to make sure before I bring the family in that we continue to pray for Blizzard. He is away. And also, sadly, I have to report that Azrael will not be returning to the show. All is well. Again, as you all know, over the past few weeks, he's been working through some transitions in his life. He is a young man who is making some great moves in his life. So our support and our love is with him, and we ask that you all continue to pray for Blizz, who will be back. But more importantly, we encourage you, Blizzard, to take care of yourself. Stress less. Don't allow stress to dim the light that God has put inside of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now, celebrating our 3-year anniversary on the Be Inspired Radio Show, I have my children, my family, my kids who are... So let me just tell you, I'm putting them on Front Street. On the break, they said they were going to pretend like they were asleep.
Right.
Now, before we left, they had everything in the world to say, and we enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. Who said that? Who said combination?
Nathaniel and Lily. Nate and Lily the Princess. That's how they like to be addressed. And then that was my bad. My wonderful husband Titus. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
so yeah, kids, thank y'all for hanging out with your mama on the Be Inspired Radio Show. As you can see, there's never, and I do mean never, a dull moment in the Burrell household. A day in the life of the Burrells. That's just what you got tonight, okay? I hope you enjoyed it so far. So we again are celebrating 3 years here at the Be Inspired Radio Show, and I thought, what better way to celebrate it than to bring the people who've been my #1 supporters into the studio tonight, which is my squad right here. That's why I call them my squad, because they are. We in this thing together. My 2 beautiful children, my husband. Y'all my squad. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Lily.
I would like an order for hamburgers and hot dogs, and I want some fries and some vegetables, please.
Well, I'm glad you said vegetables. That's important.
Vegetables means healthy and strong.
And you get chest hair.
Yeah.
You get back in there, Tia.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. In case you have not.
The second one.
The second one. I stand corrected. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Tia. You get back in there, Tia.
Or do the part you like, honey.
What part? The last part?
The last part.
I don't remember how he said it. This is enough to make a grown man cry. And you go right on ahead, Tia. And that's okay. You go right on ahead, Tia.
And then the blueberry was like, wow.
And the blueberry got the chest hair from the Tia.
Yeah, the Tia dropped on the blueberry. The blueberry chest hair.
That's my favorite cartoon character.
Yeah. We love cartoons.
We actually love Cloudy. All 4 of us love Cloudy and a Chance of Meatball. 1 and 2. Is there a third one?
I actually like Princess Diaries.
Yes, that
One
is
and
a
two.
princess. Is a special one who owns a fashion kingdom, and you should read Fancy Nancy because that's my book. That's my favorite book.
Okay. Yes. So Nate, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm good.
You're good. You're tired now? You're exhausted?
I'm really.
Hex, yes.
You used up all your energy.
No, I'm not. I'm not tired.
Okay. So me and Daddy are going to do some relationship talking. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask y'all to go into the hallway and wait for Mommy and Daddy.
And then you guys have to
Y'all can't have this.
please. And we're going to shut up you. So.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
Hey, don't get embarrassed on the radio.
Don't get embarrassed on the radio.
Okay.
Don't get embarrassed on the radio. No, I'm talking about for your butt. Don't get your butt. Don't get your butt embarrassed.
All right, go
So
ahead.
take off the headsets.
Go ahead in the hallway, y'all.
Go
ahead.
Go in the hallway.
Go.
Okay, I'm good.
Call us back, because don't you dare.
Before the show is
don't
over.
You dare this show without me and my brothers, okay?
Okay.
See y'all later.
Bye. I'm good. I don't want you to speak.
So yes, please close the door. Thank you. All right, family. So there you have it. That's
our babies.
Those are our boos. Those are our hearts right there. I'm gonna ask you to move over to this chair.
You move closer.
Yeah, get a little closer. I wanted us to talk candidly because there were a few people who were happy that you and I were going to be on the show tonight together.
Right.
And, you know, I wanted also to take this show to encourage couples. Because there are a lot of people who are in relationships and at various stages in their relationship. Some who need encouragement to keep going. And one thing I know about you and I is that we've been through a lot. We've come over a lot of hurdles. We made it through a lot of stuff. I mean, some of everything.
There needs to be like a sound board.
Right? If you have a sound effect like that. Yeah.
With the rolling eye effect. Been through a lot.
We've been through a lot, but you know, I would say it's made us stronger.
It has.
I would say that it has caused us to learn each other in a different way because, again, like my husband said a little earlier in the show, him and I have been friends for 20 years. We've been married. We'll be married for 12 years in October. But we've been friends for 20 years. But we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, when you're connected to each other for that long and that young, you essentially grow up with each other.
Yeah.
And you change right before each other's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And certain things maybe you liked in the beginning may be different as you get older. And for me, I always tell my husband, and then I'll shut up and let him talk.
No, go ahead.
But for me, as I've gotten older and become more comfortable with who I am as a woman,
mm-hmm.
I'm able to communicate a little better what it is that I need
right
from my husband, from you.
I think just to piggyback off of being friends, like we talked about, it's hard. It's when you're not friends, when you get married or get into a relationship, it's harder to accept change when you're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you walk into the relationship and a person is one way, and you like, oh, I fell in love with this man because he showers me with gifts, and then when all of that changes, then what? If y'all not friends, then what?
Yeah.
If your relationship is built off of the way he treated you when he was courting you, and then things happen that caused that to change, and you weren't friends while he was courting you, then what? Where does your relationship go then? When she is rubbing your back or telling you how good you are, and then things change in her life, and if you're not friends when all of that is going on through the courtship, and you get married based off of those things, then where does your relationship go when those things stop? Because when I got out of the military, I had about $10,000, and I went through that $10,000 on you over a course of 3 months.
I didn't encourage that.
No, she didn't encourage it.
I didn't turn it down.
No, you didn't. We were going. Yeah, I
didn't say, oh, buy me this, oh, do that.
Right.
We were young and in love and dating and doing this and doing that.
But had our relationship been built off of that $10,000, we wouldn't be married right now.
That's true.
I
think that's a great point, that you really do have to understand what the foundation of your relationship is. If it's built on something strong, first for us, ours is based on our faith in God. And, you know, understanding that Christ Jesus is the center of our life, has saved us. And, you know, so having that in common, our faith in God, and understanding that part has been an essential part of our relationship first, and then the friendship piece. But the point I'm making is that I think you have to pay attention to what the foundation of your relationship is. What your relationship has been built on. Because if it's built on something shaky, like oh, she was cute, I liked her, she had a big butt. I'm she had a big butt, she had a nice body, she had long hair, pretty hair. All of that stuff is superficial, because as you grow and change, and you know, for me, I went through a period of time when I was sick. And you know, I couldn't be as intimate with my husband as I wanted to be, and that hurt me, because as a woman, you know, that's how we minister to our spouse. There's other ways, of course, but that's how we tend to our spouse. That's a huge part of it. But for a while, when I was going through surgery and I was sick, you know, I couldn't do that. But because we were friends, well, because God is first in our life, and because we were friends, we were able to work through that process. He was able to encourage me, and even in other areas where I may have, when I was dealing with some other issues like mental illness, and my husband didn't fully understand it and couldn't understand how I could be going through something like that, and I had to explain to him, you know, what I needed from him. And as friends, you can be open enough to talk about those types of hard things. That's why it's important to have that foundation. And even if you're in a relationship and maybe your relationship started off on a shaky foundation, it's not too late for you to go back to square one
and become friends.
And spend that time getting to know each other. Don't let anybody make you feel like
it's like, you know, when we went to Miami, you know, it was like I was getting to know you all over again. And when we say you got to get to know each other, they're like, if you've been married for a long time or been in a relationship for a long time, because, you know, let's just be honest, you know, we're living in a time where people are living like they're married and aren't actually married. So some people are in a relationship for a long time, and, you know, and you're trying to reach a place where you're friends. There's no way to move into friendship without being totally honest about where you were and where you are. Like the other day, you asked me some really, not a really hard question, but you asked me questions like, what were you thinking when you said that to me? Like, what was your motives when you said that to me? You know, it was I can't remember what it was you were talking about, but you said, you know, and whatever I said, it had been said months ago. But you said, what were your motives when you said that to me? And if you're really friends, you know, you can accept that question and be honest and move forward. You know, and so the only way you can move forward into friendship and a relationship is you have to break down every mask that you've ever wore. And when we say mask, we're not always talking about cheating. We're talking about breaking down every thought that you've ever had, with every intention that you've ever had, everything that you've ever said, and what the intentions are behind it. If you can't fully unveil yourself, then you can never truly be friends in your marriage and can never truly move forward. The veil has to come completely off. There can be nothing hidden in your communication.
I think if you're going to be vulnerable with anyone, you should be able to be vulnerable with your wife, your spouse. And when I say vulnerable, I just mean transparent. The most transparent you can be, the most honest you can be, is with your spouse, with the person that you agreed to marry. You know, like my aunt and uncle. Shout out to my Aunt Barbara and Uncle Duck. They have been an excellent example to my husband and I. But when we were going through various situations in our lives and we would talk to them about it, they would always help us to remember, you chose each other. They will always make sure we understand it. But you chose him and he chose you, and y'all agreed to do this. You know, and not to say that there aren't unions where people choose each other and they aren't right for each other. But both of us understood that we were right for each other. That this was a God ordained relationship. But you need people in your corner that's going to help you to remember you chose him,
right?
He chose you. Now how y'all going to work through this? Because y'all both agreed, y'all both signed on the dotted line. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to get married to this person. And there are some arranged marriages and all that stuff. Those are exceptions to the rule. But in this case, and most marriages in America, we make the choice to get married to that person.
You do, and you have to make a choice to work it out. I mean, like, at the end of the day, as husbands, the Bible says to love your wife as Christ loved the church. And we do, as husbands, just even hearing that scripture, the wife isn't even as cruddy as the church. You understand what I'm saying? Like, most wives in a marriage respect their husbands, respect their union, respect the growth or whatever their husband is doing. And sometimes, it's taken for granted. But if you think about it from the perspective where the Bible says, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church, and just think about how cruddy we are when it comes to God, how often we turn our backs on him, how often we deny him, how often we go back and forth with we attach our disdain for the church to our relationship with God. You leave the church, and then how cruddy we are in our relationship with God. And God has called us to love our wives as Christ loved the church, and most wives aren't even as cruddy as the church is. And I'm not talking about going to church. I'm talking about us as a body.
Right.
How often we go back and forth in sin. And if you just think about your marriage in that way, where like, dang man, Christ,
he's long suffering.
Yes, because you are the wife. As the husband, you are actually a wife to Christ. You actually are. So you have to it's how much God has to endure to maintain his grace for you. And so when we just think about how often men or even women turn our backs on our husbands and our wives, or feel like we can't deal with the change, you have to go to that scripture sometimes and be like, Dad, you know what, me as a spirit is way worse than what my wife is or what my husband is to me.
It's a gentle reminder of the patience that we need to have with our spouse,
right?
Because if Christ loves the church, and we make mistakes daily. I mean, and I'm talking about some bad stuff we do, and he can constantly forgive us. That's a type of regard we need to have for our spouses. Understanding that we're not perfect.
The kind of love, the patience,
the patience, all the,
and just going back to friendship. Like if you're really friends, and this is what I was really getting to when we first started the conversation, if you're really friends when you're married, you'll be able to endure every change, unless of course that person is totally given up to their desires or whatever it is that they are participating in during your marriage, whatever that is. It may not be what some of us are thinking about right now, but whatever that person has given themselves up to, understand that if you're really friends, you'll be able to endure every change. No matter what that change is, no matter how hard it may feel, no matter how hard it is to look at them on a day-to-day basis. If you're really friends, and that's where you have to check your marriage, if you're really friends, they'll be able to endure the change.
That's the truth. What can I say except for amen, amen? It's the truth. We talk about this thing. We talk about change and transition, which is something that happens in life. That's not something we can do anything about. Transition is going to come. I realize that in marriage, though, sometimes we can allow that to cause us to lose focus of what's important. Like things might be not going the way we think they should go, and we take it out on our spouse. We take it out on our children. And I think it's important to always come back to your center. What's important? For me, the well-being of my children and my family is important. For me, making sure that they feel loved, that they know that they are loved and supported. And when I come back to that center, that helps me to refocus. Like, okay, You know, I might be going through this, but I still have I still have an obligation to my family to make sure that they feel loved, to make sure that they feel supported, to make sure that they know that I love them no matter what. Yes, I may be going through some difficulties, but you know, coming back to that center brings me back where I need to be. You know, and having the Holy Spirit within you will certainly convict you. Will certainly pull to the carpet those things that you need. That's why I'm a huge advocate for prayer, and I shout out to Pastor Sharon Smith, who is the ultimate prayer warrior. Lord have mercy. And she encourages the people of God to pray because Scripture tells us to. Men are to always pray. You know, pray without ceasing. There are repeated scriptures that teach us to pray, because within prayer you get the answers that you need. You get that refreshing, the refocus, the rebuke, whatever it is. You get a chance to talk to God about it, and He can give you the answer, the solution, at least show you what needs to be corrected, fixed, moved, all of that, right there in prayer. Sometimes it's just about letting God know you love Him too. Like in your prayer time, in your worship, like, God, I just love you. I'm not even gonna come and complain. I'm just gonna thank you for what I had. Things like that. So
even asking God, asking God how to please your wife, how to please your kids, how to be a better father, better husband, better wife, better friend. You know, how to do those things. Give me the instructions on how to do those things. Show me those things. You know, I remember, I can't remember what the pastor's name was, but I saw but he said, I can't even remember his name right now, but he said, when you're praying to God and all He's telling you is good things, then that's not God, that's your fairy godmother. And so, you know, if you're not getting like if you're not constantly reflecting on who you are in your marriage, constantly reflecting who you are in your relationship, who you are as a husband, then you know you have no choice but to stay the same. Who your spouse is, you know, you have to ask God, who is your spouse to you right now? Like, what is it that she needs from me? Because you're much different now than who you were to me 11 years ago, you know, even 20 years ago. We ripped and ran as kids in our 20s. We just ripped and ran, went on vacations, went to Orlando, went to, you know, every amusement park we could possibly go to. But who are we now at 36 and 35? You know,
I was gonna say too, when we talked about the trip to Miami, I could be quite transparent and say that while we were on that trip, because we had gone through some transitions in our life over the past couple years that we will talk about in a book coming to you real soon at some point, and we will be even more transparent in that book. But we went through some major transitions that could have ended our family structure. And we realized that we had to come to a point where we needed to get to know each other again, and we went to this trip to Miami, and that's exactly what it was. I had bought my husband this shirt that said Mr. and Mrs. and I decided that we were going to wear it. I didn't know it was going to get the response that it did. Which is,
we were just trying to unite on a trip. That was it.
And people were walking through as we were walking through the airport, people were saying, congratulations. They thought we were newlyweds.
Right.
But we took that as a sign, because of all the stuff we had come through. This was our moment to restart, to refresh, to renew some things in our marriage. And once we got to Miami, we saw the evidence of that, because we were learning each other all over again. It was like, okay, what you like, what you don't like. Like something as simple as this. My husband found out. Tell him what you said.
Okay, so my wife, she when we're out and we're walking and things, she gets tired very easily. And you know, at times I would get frustrated because I can 1 minute I can go and go and go and go and go. I can walk, I can eat, I can drink coffee at 12 o'clock and not eat again till 5. Well, my wife, you know, she gets tired and gets irritable and she needs to eat all the time. And I realized that was the pattern, and I never really recognized it for that moment. I was like, on the third day, I was like, you know what? I know what needs to happen. I need to make sure you eating the entire time we're out so that you don't get tired. Because I promise you, when we started eating on a regular basis, races while we were out, she wasn't as tired, and she was going and going and going right alongside me. So that was something new I had to learn about her in our 11 years of marriage. Almost 12 years.
And the crazy thing is, I have a really fast metabolism, so I burn the food very quickly. So for me, if I'm out and I'm exerting energy, I'm gonna get hungry very fast. Like, okay, it's time to eat. I'm tired, my body is starting to tell me I need to eat. And it wasn't anything personal, but because we were open to learning that about each other, he understood, and then once he figured it out, we were on a good schedule. All right, so we got to take a break. I think we're headed into our last segment, is it? Yeah, we're in. So when we come back from the break, one last segment, and then it'll be the end of the show. We thank y'all for so much for hanging in there. Please come back for our last couple of minutes of the show. You don't want to miss it. We're going to bring the kids in and end on a good note. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Leave this alone. See, you're about to tear this up. All you had to do was just leave it alone.
Mommy, I'm ready to go end the show and then.
Welcome back, everybody. We were already on air, y'all. Welcome back to the last segment of the Be Inspired Radio Show. This is the kickoff of our 3-year anniversary on the Be Inspired Radio Show. 3 years, that's right. 3 years. We made it through 3 years, and I'm so grateful. And I thought, what better way to celebrate it than to bring the family into the studio and celebrate together. They have been my biggest supporters through all of this.
Mom,
I want to say thank you.
You were talking about your relationships.
Yes.
You could still hear you.
You can still hear you on the TV. Yes. So let me introduce you. Of course, this is Miss Be Inspired on the mic. My son Nate.
My Lily.
Lily the princess. And Titus Burrell, director. You know, I'm gonna go through all of this.
My chest can't go up any further. My chest
filmmaker extraordinaire. This man is so talented. My whole family is talented. And
I'm really talented.
My wife is talented.
All right, so
this is what we all can do. Hey,
oh, Lily's showing you how to do the alligator with her hand. Okay, so I'll give you 30 seconds to say one thing that you're proud of about your family. The thing you're most grateful for about your family.
I'm proud that I'm on Be Exposed Radio. I'm glad I was Miss Be Inspired. I'm glad I'm with a writer, producer, and creator of Black and Blue.
Just can't get any bigger.
And we're greater than famous. Hallelujah. And God bless all of y'all.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, Lily, name a few things that you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for myself, and I'm grateful for my family, and I'm also grateful that God made me, and I'm also happy that on this day forward, I just pray that we'll always do this all the time, every Wednesday. And I like about this family is the way they're built, and I like the way they are. The end.
Okay. Okay. Daddy Titus, go for it.
What was the question?
I had two different. I said the first one was like, name something you're grateful for about this family, and then I said name something you're grateful for in general.
I'm just, I don't know, see, this is where my kids get it from. Like, no, what am I grateful? I'm grateful for my family, that I have a wife and children to come home to, and that I can, that God has given me children that I can invest my time in, and that He trusts me with the spirits that He's given me. So. Okay,
well, with 1 minute, I'm grateful that my children are teachable.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that my children love God. They're not afraid to worship God, and like Lily is doing right now. I love that they are smart, intelligent. I love seeing how they are growing into young men and women. And I love my husband, who is just the greatest supporter there is. And I'm grateful for my family. And so that's how I wanted to spend the show.
Your chest got up
with
now?
my family. Because I love y'all. All right, so that's the kickoff of our 3-year anniversary this month, July. Thank you all for tuning in with the Burrell family. We appreciate you. Tune in next week. We have Mark and Tiana from Skyline Foundation. They will be on the show helping us to continue our celebration of 3 years of the Be Inspired Radio
and
show.
Y'all gonna see me, my dad, and my sister next year, or probably earlier.
And we gotta wrap it up, y'all. Thank you, son. Thank you, Titus. Thank you, Lily. That's it. The Be Inspired Radio Show on Be Exposed Radio.
'50s, a late 40s, early 50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples.